Hey virgins, welcome to another... I'm just kidding. YouTube will not remove my video if I say the word virgin. But Twitch would though, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. So because I know my parents sometimes watch my stuff, I'm going to have to explain what Twitch is for anyone who's really lost. So Twitch is a similar website to YouTube, but instead of edited videos, it hosts live streams. People can turn on a live camera and entertain their audience with video games, makeup, cooking, or just talking, any kind of entertainment. You can donate money to them and see them react live. You can live chat with other viewers. It has multiple nice community features that are designed to help a lot of people feel involved. But that chat function is what we're talking about today, because unfortunately, not everyone is a nice person. Bullying on Twitch is a real problem. I mean, it's a problem on YouTube as well, but you can always delete a mean comment if you find one. But on Twitch, everything is live. Larger streamers usually have moderators who are reading through the chat and can get rid of people who are being disruptive or cruel to others. But unfortunately, a lot of users on Twitch are not big enough to have that sort of moderation. And unfortunately, it's those small streamers who sort of get targeted by these sort of meaner chats. Recently, the heads of Twitch said that they were going to be adding some words to their ban list. So if you say these words or type these words, you are banned. And I think this was done in an effort to sort of incentivize not using these words and being nice to people. But the reaction to that has been not good. Obviously, when any company says, you can't do this, a lot of people are going to say that's censorship and say that this company is sort of infringing on their free speech, which we'll get into later. Now, I want to go over the 3 words that Twitch just banned with you. But before I do, I want you to try and imagine what you think these 3 words are, right? Like, of all of the words that you would hear on Twitch, or like words that you would say to bully someone, what do you... I probably put them in the thumbnail, so you probably already know what the 3 words are. Whatever, here they are. The 3 new words added to Twitch's ban list are simp, virgin, and incel. So let's go through those words and see why an entire website would want to ban these words from even being typed. All right, let's dissect the word incel. Urban Dictionary defines it as involuntary celibate, a frustrated virgin who feels as if the world owes them sex. A self-described incel is highly likely to blame their virginity on the other 6,999,999,999 people on the planet, rather than consider that maybe the problem lies inward. And unfortunately, enough people act this way to warrant this word being pretty significant. So I can see why the people at Twitch would want to ban this word, right? It's an insult targeting someone else's sexuality. If someone left a comment under this video calling me an incel, I'd probably be pretty hurt by it. Okay, so that's the word incel. Let's move on to the next word. This one is pretty self-explanatory. I think a lot of people understand what this means. And it does make sense why Twitch would want to halt the use of that word getting thrown around. It's very accusatory. It's sort of hard to defend against. And, you know, it's the type of word that high school bullies will use to get at you. So Twitch banning that word, it makes sense to me why they'd want to do that. All right, let's get to that last one. The big one, the S word. The reason I'm putting emphasis on this one is that this word is the newest of the trio. I didn't hear the word simp being used a year ago, right? This word has made its way to our lexicon very recently. The way I would define the word simp is someone who does something for someone else that they like to the point of expecting a reward. Urban Dictionary has an example. I bought her a car and a whole ass house, and we not even dating. Nathan the pimp. You a simp. That was a weird fucking example. That read like a poem. And it was submitted by the user Pimpin' Not Simpin'. So there's that. The reason I dislike this word is that this became the internet's favorite term to use a couple months ago. People use it like nuts. If you said one nice thing about someone, you would have at least 5 comments calling you a simp. And because this word sort of blew up recently, I do get why Twitch would want to try and stop it from growing anymore. So those are the words: virgin, simp, incel, all words sort of used to put down someone with emphasis on their sexuality. Hey everyone, Chicago Duncan here, and I was editing this video and I remembered a very key moment that happened that I think deserves to be mentioned. In the Twitch chat, you can type little emotes that serve as like emojis. They're just images, but there was one called Pogchamp, which was a facial expression that Twitch recently just got rid of, because the original face that was used for the Pogchamp emote is from a person who it was from a person who agreed with the storming of the Capitol and endorsed white supremacy. So Twitch didn't want that association, so they got rid of it. But what's interesting about the Pogchamp emote and Twitch's response to it is that Twitch is not getting rid of that face entirely. They are simply getting rid of the original version. So the white supremacist guy is never going to show up on Twitch again, but his facial expression in other forms will show up. A lot of people reacted to the banning of the Pogchamp emote as another example of Twitch trying to crack down on freedom of speech. But honestly, I think the way Twitch handled this is a lot better than just banning it entirely, because they are keeping what the Pogchamp emote represents in other forms instead of getting rid of it entirely. And I think they should have put some of that ingenuity and creative thinking into their banned words list. Anyway, I just thought that was an interesting thing to bring up. Yeah, that's all from me. It's like a beautiful sunny day here, but there's like snow on the ground and it's 20 degrees. I hate it here. Twitch says they want to make this decision in order to cut down on bullying, which makes sense to me, right? Like, they want their platform to be inclusive and safe for everybody. So here's my question, Twitch. Do you think the problem is solved now? Do you think the people that were going to use those words are reacting well to the fact that you've cut out their ability to do so? No, of course not. The people who used those words were already angry enough to throw them at strangers. You taking away their ability to express themselves, no matter how vile, is not going to sit well with them. No, I think they were already angry, and by doing this, you've made them angrier. Believe me, I feel bad thinking about the small streamers who are just trying to play video games, and the people who come into their chat and needlessly bully them. Like, that makes me angry. I don't like thinking about that. But then again, there has to be a better way to cut down on bullying online than just adding 3 more words to a ban list. And the problem is not going to go away. They're just going to adapt and lash out differently. The word simp is only a year old. Like, I'm sure there's going to be a new word for it soon. So is this new rule a restriction on the freedom of speech? I don't fucking know. Freedom of speech is such an old idea. Like, I don't think the founding fathers were considering internet slang when they wrote that declaration 7 million years ago? Million. Wow. What I do know is that hostility on the internet is not going to go away by adding more rules. Slang exists because language evolves. By saying that you can't call someone a virgin, people are going to invent a new word for virgin and just use that. Besides, I'm pretty sure Twitch only made this decision because recently they've been under fire for DMCAing people using music. Like, they're in their own controversy right now, and part of me thinks that they only did this in order to take the spotlight off of the other shady shit they're doing. So, I don't know. In conclusion, yikes. Things at Twitch are not going well right now. I really hope they figure out their shit soon, because I like Twitch. I like the concept of Twitch, and I hope it's able to stick around because I know a lot of people who stream on there and they have the time of their lives. So I think it's a good thing, Twitch, but I just don't know if it's being run the right way. Thankfully, YouTube does not police its site as harshly as Twitch does, and you can still say pretty much anything you want on here. For now. That could always change. But until then, YouTube remains a platform where you can pretty much say anything you want, including those 3 words. And with that, good night, incels. Hey, thank you all for watching. I really appreciate you making it to the end of the video. If you're new here, subscribe, please. I'm desperate. I love subscribers. And if you're already subscribed, feel free to like this video if you want to support me, or turn on notifications so YouTube thinks I'm doing a good job. Alright everyone, that's all from me. Be safe, be smart, be healthy, do all those things. Alright, bye. Love you.